Hello children, we are going to see part 2 of the freedom struggle. Next event is Lahore session, which happened in the year 1929. Here, every year the Congress has a session, and it will choose one place, and it will have the session will happen in that place. Lot of ideas and discussions would be made in that session. So it's an annual session. During this Lahore session, some of the things have been decided by Nehru, because he is a head of that session. Each session will be having different president. Here Nehru has keeping Nehru as leader, Purna Swaraj was declared. It means that complete independence. People are started and agreed for a complete independence, and their motto is to get independence from the British, and they wanted free India. And also a lot of decisions are taken in this Lahore session, that 26th January would be celebrated as Independence Day every year, and also civil disobedience movement will be launched in the year 1930. These things are decided in the Lahore session. Same way, civil disobedience movement would be the next movement launched by the Gandhi. He called India, and in the 1930 he launched civil disobedience movement. In that, during this time, British has imposed salt law to the people. So to oppose that, he done Dandi March. It is very great impact in Indian history. It is otherwise called as Salt March. Gandhi, along with his thousands and thousands of disciples, he walked from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi on April 6th. He started with 78 followers, and it ended with 1,000 and 1,000 followers. And many people were present by British for this activity, and finally they made law. Next is Gandhi-Irving Pact 1931. British could not accept whatever Gandhi says, so Gandhi did not attend the first roundtable conference. It was a great loss for British, and they could not control the people even. So they wanted to please Gandhi and people, so they called Gandhi for a speech. That is called as Gandhi-Irving Pact. It happened in the year 1931. Irving is that day Governor General of India. So they both signed, and Gandhi agreed to take part in the second roundtable conference, which is to be occurred in London. Next important event is Government of India 1935 Act, which was launched by British Indian government in the year 1935. It is a constitutional law, and it has a lot of reforms. Here it is a good sign for Indians, because more participation of Indians have taken place, and also common election were proposed, and also it was conducted, and this election was won by Congress, that is Indian National Congress, INC, and they formed a government in 6 states. It's a great victory for India. Next great movement is Quit India movement. After small events, Gandhi again started a big mass movement. Whenever Gandhi starts a movement, it would be a mass movement, where the people from farmer to rich merchant, everybody, every government official, student, everybody will take part in Gandhi's movement. That is the speciality of the Gandhi's movement. It will not be done with a small locality, and it will not be done often also. Gandhi takes part in Indian independence once in 10 years. He keep rest for 10 years for the people to set up, and the spirit of the people has to get gathered. So for that he will wait. Then he started 1942 Quit India movement. This was a very drastic movement by Gandhi. He said that we should do or die. It means that how strengthened and how strong he is in this movement. It shows that. It continued till we got independence. By this movement, and also Indian National Army proposal by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose could not make the British to control the people even more. So British came to the conclusion that we have to move out of the country and let the India free. So Indian National Army, if you see, it was started by Subhash Chandra Bose, and he is a great man, and he started this, and it actually gathered a lot of soldiers from India, and they marched till Kohima. All of a sudden, Netaji wants to go to Burma, Japan to collect the support from that country. By the way, the plane crashed and he was put to death, and that army was collapsed actually. But it gave the good result, which happened to make British to launch Indian Independence Act 1957. It states that India is going to be set free from the hands of British, and there was a partition even. That is the Mountbatten Plan. The Mountbatten Plan is dividing India into India and Pakistan. Thereby, on 13th night, Pakistan was set free, and 14th night India was set free, and both countries were divided and also got independence. Thereby India got independence and it was set free, and the free India was very having liberty to choose its own leader. Thereby Jawaharlal Nehru took that place and he became the first Prime Minister of free India. That way we got independence. Stay happy children. Bye bye.